Yeah, well, you know, if they just got something to split that rock and give it one more foot, it would be easy, right?
I haven't got a sledgehammer on it.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up on a farm, and it was an obvious thing for boys to do. The first bike was a CT90, so a very early postie bike. Its name was Gertrude, and yeah, it was a pretty ancient bike. I sold it a long time ago. I actually wish I kept it because it had the old telelever forks. It'd be a bit of a collectible these days.
Yeah, you wanted a guardrail on that.
About 4 years ago, we had that whole, you know, greenhouse gases thing and the whole green thing. And I'm driving a Land Cruiser to work, and I'm just going, this is silly, a 2-ton vehicle to take one person to work. So I said, well, I'm just going to go out and buy a scooter. I've always been interested in bikes, and I thought, that'll be fun, and I'll just take it on sunny days. And you just get used to how quick and easy they are, and pretty soon, I didn't care if it was rain or shine or whatever, I was always taking the scooter to work. And then from there, it sounds kind of cheesy, but you know, I watched The Long Way Round, and I said, if I ever want to do that kind of touring, I got to be practicing on a bike. So I got rid of the scooter and got a scrambler, and had that for a couple of years. And then because I started going longer distances, it wasn't the most comfortable bike. So then I got this one, right?
Most memorable. Probably, so I've owned a lot of off-road bikes. The one that was probably the most memorable was an IT 465, which was a bit of a weapon, a big bore 2-stroke racing bike that I used to race a bit, and it was right up to the day I sold it, which was only a few years ago. It was still pretty scary to ride. It was borderline out of control the whole time you were riding it, and I kept it in the shed for many years, and only sold it a few years ago when I went for a ride and realised that I was probably going to hurt myself. But that was certainly a memorable bike, there's no doubt about that.
All right.
Oh my God, I got some mud on my bike.
Yeah, I know.
It's not really designed for that.
Yeah, and that's not recommended in the books, is it?
Yeah. Good thing I didn't have the camera mounted down here.
Yeah. Would have been spectacular going through that.
Yeah. Yep.
The weights.
I was, you know, I haven't had any problem with grip. It's just I'm looking out for sharp rocks because I got a lot of pressure on the tires. So.
Alright, so the bike I ride now is Triumph Tiger. Yeah, I got it because I want to do more and more touring, and you know, it's comfortable. It can go long distances. I do a little bit of gravel, but it's not my main focus is not off-road, so I don't need the heavy duty thing.
When I wasn't going to be a pro racer, that was very clear in my mind. I was in a race one day, and there was a couple of pro guys in this particular race, and one of them who I'd admired for a long time. I was on this 465. I was going as fast as I thought was possible to go on this 465, and this guy was on a Husqvarna 390, and he went past me like I wasn't even moving. And I just, at that moment, realised I was never going to be a pro racer because he was so much quicker than what I was on a comparable bike. I just could not believe it. So it was a pivotal moment, no question about that.
Yep. That was very close though. Very close. I almost got my leg caught back there.
I guess my most memorable ride is I did it with my son. We took a couple weeks and we went from Kathmandu in Nepal to Lhasa in Tibet via Everest Base Camp. I mean, it's a tour. You have to go on tours, you know, for that part of the world. But yeah, it was just not particularly hard riding except for that gravel part. But you were just always out of your comfort zone. The cars were different. You know, the way people behaved were different. Scenery is different. Food was different, and it's just an amazing ride.
I think the best part of travel on a bike, adventure, being able to go, just go places and explore, feel the temperature change, smell the changes as you pass through the countryside, enjoy it being cool and then warm and then hot, stopping for coffee, stopping for lunch, stopping for dinner, staying in old country pubs. So as far as what I'm doing today, which is more adventure riding, that's the best part. But I still enjoy just getting on any old bike anywhere and just having a ride, which I do up in the country pretty regularly.
The thing that I really like about touring is it's just different on a bike. You know, you go and you stop at a cafe and the cafe owner comes and talks to you, and everyone else who stops and comes over, and you know, if they're on a bike, they'll come talk to you. If you're in a car, you'll go there, you won't meet anybody, you'll leave. But if you're on a bike, whenever you stop in a pub, you know, there's always other people you just meet them. Yeah, it's really good.